Go High Level Wizard here, and now I'm going to be showing you how to launch database reactivation campaigns inside of Go High Level and how to turbocharge this entire process with AI. Before we jump in though, go down below, smash the subscribe button, and if you have any questions at all, drop a comment right down below. Let's jump right in. What is database reactivation? Database reactivation on Go High Level reconnects with past leads or customers who haven't engaged recently. Think list. It's a cost-effective way to generate leads without ad spend, as these familiar contacts are more likely to convert. This strategy can quickly boost sales and increase revenue, helping business owners maximize their resources efficiently. All database reactivation campaign is taking a list, whether that SMS or email, running it through an automation and getting a bunch of sales. As you see down below, all you need is a list. Okay, you combine that with one of Go High Level's made automations or create it on your own, very easy, and it will literally bring in a ton of sales. Guys, this is so easy to do, and it is so valuable for business owners because almost everyone has a list. And guys, you can be a complete idiot and be able to crush this. So let's hop right in. So in Go High Level, you're just going to come right down to automation. You're going to click that, okay? You're going to come right into create workflow. Now you can create this from scratch, but we're going to be using a recipe today because it's way easier. Select a recipe, go all the way down and click list reactivation. Okay, so here we are. So first things first, name it properly. You can put client name / database list reactivation. So put whatever you want there. And then the first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to show you kind of what this looks like here. It's basically a big automation. And what this automation does is it runs through a list, hits an offer, with the entire list. Then it goes basically through a yes/no process to qualify leads. That way it can filter through and then re-follow up with people that said no to make sure and weed them out. And this, I'm going to say it again, if you have a list, this is so incredibly powerful. And it's the kind of thing where once you get it running and once you understand it, you can do this for any list and seriously blow it out of the water. So first things first is the trigger. Now, what I'm going to say right now is we don't need to really go over this because I'm going to show you a manual way where you just go into contacts and add it. So don't worry about that right now. The main thing is basically the first opening message is your offer. Okay, so real quick, whether this is an SMS list or text message list, you will need to make sure you have the proper info in. So if it's a text message list, you'll leave these messages right here. Okay, if it is an email list, we will swap these out by going like this, delete, and then coming right in here and adding email, send email list, and then just basically filling this out, from name, email, subject, putting your email just like that, click save action. So you're adding the email instead and then deleting the text. If it's both, you will just add an email and a text. So make sure you understand that with the list you'll be uploading, and by the way, I will show you how to do this all right after we're done creating this. But depending on what list you have, you want to make sure it is either text or email. So first things first is just making sure you have that good offer and plugging it into the first message. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pick the wait. So how long do you want to wait till it sends out more stuff? Usually an hour is good. A lot of this stuff is already pre-configured, so you're pretty much good to go there. Just let it be. Then you have these two options, okay? You have yes, so people that, and this has smart AI, which is super cool, so it can read and tell. What these will do is when they reply, and depending on what they say, if it's yes, I'm excited for the offer, or no, or whatever, if it's yes, it'll go down the yes category. If it goes to no, it's going to go right in here and it's going to send them to no. But for no, there's more because not everyone's a no. Some people don't even know what you're talking about, so they just say no right away because they're scared and they think it's a scam. But that's why we have the second follow-up attempt. So from no, we'll go through no first. It will then go into your second attempt. So remember, if you're sending email or text or both, you configure that properly and you can just click add to add the email. You want to make sure you have the right proper message with your offer right in there. So you plug in all of this stuff so you make sure the offer is then following up. So contact first name. And remember, the offer you're putting, like I have before, these all say free whitening voucher. You'll obviously want to put your offer in. Don't leave that if you're not a dentist. Put that main message in. And then from there, you just configure let the wait reply and everything else is pretty much set. You're just basically going through and just replacing the messages because really High Level's made this so easy and everything, in my opinion, it's already done. Don't mess it up. It's professionally made. So from there, you just configure the messages. You go right in. You, just like I said, pick which one. If it's email, you just add the email like that. Simple as that. So the no's will be configured and you can keep going. I mean, it can go infinitely. I recommend this is fine. Don't need to go more than that. But once you have the no's configured, go to the yeses. Okay, and this is where you want to basically push them to a strategy call, a calendar link, send them an offer. And that's where, when it goes through here, you basically with yes, and this is going all the way down to buying. Okay, and over here, you're having another little mini buy. But through here with yes, comes right in here. You want to basically send them a call to action. So you can put a calendar link. You could put a product payment. Whatever your offer is, and this is the way you think about it, you would just add that next step. That way, what's happening is you're getting all these people through. The people that say yes, you bring them down to next steps, and no to second yes, no, next steps. Because the whole goal is you want them to do something. You're not just sending people messages for the sake of sending them messages. You're driving them to a decision. So when you create your offer or for your clients, make sure you know what you're doing. Is it a calendar call? Is it a product you're selling? Is it an invoice? It is a next steps. Is it an upsell? Whatever that is, you plug that in. And ultimately, the next steps are what the main goal of this automation is. So once you go through that, you basically just configure all that, and then you're good to go. And as always, what I've been doing is going through, double checking, make sure your message all looks good, make sure it's all text or all email or both, whatever you're doing. And if you want to make it a little longer, and just make sure everything is configured properly, and you just make sure that all of the yes, no, if then this, that sequences are properly filled out to your liking. From there, it is as simple as that. And then you just click publish, and then you click save. Simple as that. And now you have your recipe, your list automation done. Now what we need to do, okay, is we need to take this and we need to add it to a contacts list so we can blast an entire list. Let's jump right in. Okay, so in the GoHighLevel dashboard, you're going to come right down to contacts, and there's multiple ways you can do this. You can create a smart list, and guys, I have full videos on contacts, tagging in all this stuff. So if you're completely new and you're like, what the hell is a contact? Go and watch that video, because this will open up everything. And if you don't know high level at all, go check out my channel. I have a billion videos on all this stuff, and it'll all make sense to you. So basically, you can create a smart list if you want to send the automation to. But if not, you can just come in here, you select all the people you want, select everyone if you want, and then you just come right up here to add to automation. Okay, proceed. Pick which automation you want. So we'll do list reactivation. You can send them all at once or schedule or do in drip mode. So you pick, depending on how big the list is. If it's a huge list or if it's SMS, because SMS is not good to blast all at once, I recommend drip mode. But if it's 1,000, 2,000, you can just do all at once. And then action, you just put whatever you want. So it could be gyms, database, reactivation, whatever you want, just to basically show you that the action is there. And then you click add to automation. Then you are done. So it's as simple as that. That's all you're going to do. And the thing is I recommend doing this just manually, because having people come in and then running them to a list reactivation doesn't make any sense, because not the way it works. It's taking a list that's been dormant or not used and then reactivating it, hence reactivation campaign. And that's all you do, guys. It's as simple as that. And now if you're going, well, what the hell? How do I even get contacts up here? Because you don't have any. You're literally just going to come right here to import contacts, and you're just going to follow this. Upload a CSV. It'll tell you, what kind of file you use. You just upload it, you put it in, and then you have an entire list plugged in. Like I said, I have a whole video on contacts if you are confused about this process, but you would just upload an entire list or import an entire list of contacts, and then you can create a smart list from those, or however you want to do that. And remember, depending on what you're doing, is it an email list or text message list? This is really important, because a lot of people, I've seen this happen, will just add it to the automation, and then it's having text message when it's an email list, because you have to be very specific. Just like I had earlier when I was in the automation, you have to make sure it is either email or text or both, and you're plugging in adjacent to what you have here, and you have to have the actual data for it to work. Now that you understand how to do database reactivation campaigns, okay, and you have your list uploaded, one of the things you can do is add AI chatbots to the mix. Now, yes, it already has AI in it with the if this then that and understanding that. But if you are interested, you can come right down to settings, go to conversational AI, and set up this chatbot. Now, I have an entire video on this. Okay, please just make sure you go watch that, because it's super in depth. But you can set this up on the SMS channel, and what will end up happening is you could say cut the automation a little short. Okay, or after you have this kick in, after it runs through, from there to follow up, send messages, because what's going to end up happening is once the automation runs its course, or if you just have a little bit of automations, it'll basically pop up through here with people messaging, and that's how it kind of carries through in the conversations tab. But what you can do is you can set up that AI chatbot to take it much further. So if it's more detailed, more in-depth, and there's a ton of people messaging, and you want to maybe have a little more custom, less robotic, like, hey, how are you today? And shit like that, and make it like, what? This is obviously an automation. You can add the AI chatbot to have a little more human element to talk to people and basically go through and just start messaging people, scheduling calls, selling people, and just have it be a sales machine. But again, I would recommend running the automation first and then kind of playing with it and customizing. But that is an easy way to take AI and just print dollars with it. And I recommend, if you don't know anything about the AI chatbots, go watch that on my channel. Okay, I have a full video. It's in depth on AI chatbots so you can understand how to do this. But other than that, guys, that's it in a nutshell. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions at all, you can drop them down below or message me for free on Facebook. But if you are interested in using HighLevel, okay, and you're interested in what you see, I have a 30-day free trial link down below. Not a 14-day, an exclusive 30-day free trial link down below. Go click that if you're interested in learning HighLevel. If you do want to learn more about HighLevel, though, and become really, really exceptional, with selling this and creating out a really awesome system for your clients and making a lot of money, I do have a completely free partnership video. You can see it featured on my channel that I go in depth and I show you one-on-one how to do this with HighLevel to get sales and actually make this a business, because a lot of people online right now are just going through and just playing with HighLevel, not making any money with it or helping anybody, but I can show you how to do that. Other than that, guys, I seriously appreciate you watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Go High Level Wizard, out.